Nope. All right, brief unboxing time. I did the pre-cut with the razor with the other hand. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's see, there's a packing slip. Nothing else. All right, there we are, folks. Axle bearing socket. And the name is covered up. Stand by. Good old Bomb Tools. They're generally not USA made, but they generally make good stuff. And the quality of this one is, I would say, pretty good. A few little witness marks there from the manufacturing process, but hey, you know what? As long as it works, it's okay by me. All we need now is some wheel bearings. All right, I think we're about ready to get started on our rear wheel bearing job. So we got the special socket from Bomb Tools, and the slotted nut back here. I'm going to be honest with you. I might have mangled it a little bit, just a teeny bit, when I, getting the axle out. So we're going to gloss over that, however. So just gloss over the fact that I might have used a cold chisel and a hammer to slightly tap certain sections of the slotted nut away from the hub flange, so to facilitate the removal. So anyway, and this is snug fit, folks. It's not just going to slide up in there. Got to give it a little tap. I think we're good. Got our standard half-inch drive breaker bar, and I've got my old standard 3-foot steel 1-inch pipe, which we will use here for leverage. And we have another pipe which I'm going to use to put on the tool that we manufactured just recently, which I don't have. Stand by, I will go get it right now. The paint's drying. All right, there she is, all painted up and looking gnarly as ever. So I'm thinking about adding some pieces of metal out here because the bolts go in too far and they interfere with the parking brake. Oh, why don't you just remove the parking brake assembly and that would solve the problem? Well, I don't want to right now. I want to do this. And besides, this thing doesn't need to move. It just needs to stay right here. I'm going to hold it in my mind. Whoopsie. He doesn't know what he's doing. Well, there is that possibility. All right, we've got, I believe we have everything in position here. By golly. Where are my cheater pipes? All right, let me get my cheater pipes on here and reposition the camera. I'm not going to put a whole lot of force on this. And it doesn't fit. Yay! All right, well, I can fix that. All right, when in doubt, get a bigger pipe. I actually use these to pound bearings onto an axle, a long axle. All right, one leg on one wrench and one arm on the other. Yeah, that's on there pretty tight. I'm not using a whole lot of force with my arms, mainly because I don't want to hurt myself. Okay, got to try something else. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and do what I should have done to start with, and that is simply to remove the parking brake assembly. It's just in the way. Let's see, what we're going to do first. I'm going to take that top spring off first, the one holding these two shoes together. All right, just a good old universal tool there. Got that spring moved over. Got it into the hole a little bit, and then we're going to tap it out. There we go. Got her loosened up. Here's our adjustment, our typical drum brake adjustment mechanism. We don't want to turn that. I'm going to leave that adjustment where it is. Now each shoe is held in place with a pin coming from the back and a little coil spring over it. So I'm going to take those out next. Not a lot of room here. I think we lucked up. Let me get a... Where's my tappy tap device? Of course, we don't have any room to tappy tap. There we go. Ha ha ha! Success! I know it's pretty uneventful, but I'm happy. And that's what that looks like. This is probably not the way to do this, but you know what? It's I probably should just go read the manual. That's the way I do everything else. I don't know why I'm not doing it now. How the hell is that supposed to come out of there? There we go. I was going at it from the wrong direction. All right, we got this cable loose enough to where we can get our breaker bar on there without doing any damage to the parking brake cable. Once we get this thing disassembled, I can reinstall it, you know, before we put all that stuff back on the car. So I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Quite frankly, I don't see how to get to that other spring over there. I can't see it. It's kind of a mystery to me right now, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. I want to get this off. All right, let's go ahead and put our axle flange tool back on the car. Wow, that rascal is on there, buddy. That is epic. Okay. One of my viewers recommended actually lowering the car and then taking this wrench, the new one, and placing it on a floor jack and then using that as you know, your point of reference to hold the flange, and then while you get on this with I guess, I don't know, a gorilla maybe? I don't know. All right, I know you folks are a little wary or a little concerned about what I'm about to do, but we've got our tool on low, so let's just, you know, let's just see what happens. Won't hurt anything to try. I don't expect much on low. All right, let's take our tool out, make sure we're not damaging it. And no, it never comes out easy. It always has to be pounded out. That's the wrong size. Not pounded, but slightly coerced, actually, because the tool had a tight fit in the beginning. All right, so I don't see any damage there. I'm going to go up to the next setting on the gun. Now, if you recall, this gun, even wide open, would not loosen the engine mount bolts. If you go back and look at the previous video where I do the oil cooler line, where I had to unbolt the engine mounts to raise the engine. That was a big job. Go up to the middle level. Nope, I'm not going to go to the full strength. Probably tear up the socket, or at least I'm scared of tearing up the socket. So, all right, let's try something else. All right, we're going to follow the advice of one of my viewers, and we're going to try it this way. As you can see, we have the tool mounted on the flange with a long pipe, and it's being wedged against the ground over there. And then we've got the old floor jack here that we rebuilt a while back. All right. I don't hear any popping. So that's basically way up there. So we need to reposition. All right, I'm not sure where the camera shut off. I think we might have broke it free finally. Yeah, let's see. Hey, look at that, we got it loose. All right, folks, let's get the car back in the air and see what we have. There we go. I told you I mangled it some. Just a little bit. And this, I forget what you call it. It's some kind of a dust cap. It's a sealing cap. It's a metal cap. Came out with the slotted. Oh, there we go. They come apart. So there you go. These pieces are coming in, by the way. I've got new bearing kits on the way. Matter of fact, they should arrive today. So we're going to have an unboxing here in a little while. All right, let's get our tool back off the car. And I will have to say this tool does work quite well. So what did we try? We tried using a long pull on the tool back this way. Didn't really work out. We tried putting a long pull on the breaker bar this way. Didn't really work out. My breaker bar has got a lot of play in it. So, you know, you get way up there before you start to do anything. And that just didn't work. So I had to take the 3-foot extension off of it. And then I started to use the breaker bar just by itself without a pole on it. And I believe that broke it free. And then I just said, well, you know what, let's just put the ratchet on there because it's the easiest to maneuver. And that really was the best thing. So get yourself a really good quality, heavy duty 1/2-inch ratchet, you know, with a nice long handle on it. Or a breaker bar, whichever works for you. We broke it loose with a breaker bar and then we switched to the ratchet afterwards. But lowering the car, bottom line, lowering the car to the ground, putting this tool against the concrete, and I had a piece of steel under this end, then a jack on your ratchet or your breaker bar over here to lift up like that, and that broke it free. And it only took me about 18 tries to make that work correctly. All right, folks, another unboxing here. I was looking around for rear wheel bearing kits for a W126 first gen car, and everything I found in the US, well, they couldn't find one. Basically, they're on back order, and they were pretty pricey, to be honest with you. I got on the old internet there and found this company, Niemöller. To be honest, I was thoroughly impressed with their website, with their parts selection, with their pricing, and with their shipping. The only thing I have yet to be impressed with is the quality of the parts and the brand name, because none of which I know yet because it wasn't listed on the website. So this was a risk purchase. Keep in mind, the pricing for these in the US is $100 to $120 per side for a bearing kit, and they're all on back order. These kits were 34 euros each. After you do the math, add in some shipping, it was about 90 bucks for 2 bearing kits. Now, let's see what we have. I have no idea if this is worth a crap. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what these are. So let's find out. Chuck Tech Automotive wheel bearing kit. These are Chuck Tech. Got a bunch of German writing on them. Chuck Tech Automotive. I want to be perfectly honest with you. I am not familiar with Truck Tech Automotive. They're packaged well. Fill you in on a little something. So the bearings I could get individually from Rock Auto. Okay? No problem, all day long. The seals, this seal and this seal, I can get all day long from Rock Auto. This thing I cannot. This compression sleeve right here, cannot get that. And this end dust cap thing, can't get that either. All right, so here's the deal. I know very little, if close to nothing, about Truck Tech. Apparently it is a German parts distributor and manufacturer. You should know that as a backup plan, I already purchased these bearings and these seals, the outer and inner bearing and the outer and inner seals from Rock Auto. And they are Timken brand. I know Timken is a good brand. If these came in and they were good and I chose to use them, I was going to return the Rock Auto stuff. Yeah, it cost me whatever, $10 to ship it back. But it's a $10 risk, right? So I'm going to leave you, the viewer, with this question. What would you do? Would you use these Truck Tech kits? They're all here and they're all in one spot and no questions asked. Or would you use the bearings and seals from Timken, from Rock Auto, and use these two parts, which the compression sleeve and this little cap here, which you can't get anywhere else that I could find. Anyway, you guys think about that and put your comments down below.